evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Welcome back to Papa Boris Plays Darkest Dungeon, Not Sucking Edition. We have one more mission to go before we can get back to the Veterans Affairs. Looking back over some of my videos, I realized I made some hilarious mistakes. One of them was this guy actually has stress faster, so when he's got a lot of stress, he doesn't eat food. And that explains that one time several videos ago where I only had to eat 6 food instead of 8. And I couldn't find it. I was looking at the negatives, not the positives. Oh, Boris, you're so incompetent. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do another apprentice mission. And again, if you're playing by yourself, you'd probably want to go kill the Necromancer Apprentice, just so you can start to make way for the next boss. You might also consider going here to get some paintings. My personal style is I just love to get all the papers as I can. There's 12 papers here. Now, generally, I don't like the long missions too much. I find that you don't really get that much more treasure than the medium missions, apart from, like, the rewards are bigger. And, of course, there's a lot more, you know, risk of disaster. But we do have a pretty strong team. One thing I actually might want to do is get better skills. Got that. That's good. Bachelor here doesn't actually have Bandit Sense or Uncatchable, either of which would actually be nice. This Scenario, he doesn't even have clean guns. Okay, well... he's got Sharpened Spear, but not the Trance, and then he's got the Reflection. That's good. We'll deal with it. Let's see. No, whoops, I don't want you. Let's... Wait, that's an apprentice mission. How is she able to go on it? Oh, okay, she's... Okay, so we're gonna line up our team. It'll be a little bit of challenge just because I didn't actually buy the camping skills, but that's one place I like to save money, is not buying too many camping skills. Okay, so how do you provision for a long mission? To be honest, I'm not exactly sure I've got this right, but what I like to do is actually get 2 complete stacks of food. Then you can feast once, and then you can still eat 4 more times, and I think that should be enough. Torches, to be honest with you, I don't actually know, so I'm just going to get a stack. Shovels, let's just get 4 shovels, and then one of the things that can help with curios. I still don't like to get the herbs. A commenter pointed out that the herbs, you know, on the animal can give you treasure sometimes, but it's only sometimes, and if it doesn't give you treasure, if it just gives you food, then you're out 200 gold. So, I don't like to get those, but that's just a personal thing. So, one thing you want to be careful about is not just buying everything, because your inventory will fill up, and then you're going to have to start throwing stuff away to make room for later treasures. So, one tricky thing here is that you could, in theory, with a long mission, do fine camping just the once, in theory, which means it becomes tempting just to camp right away. Then you get everybody's stress down, perhaps, you get your buffs up from the get-go. What you waste is a full, you know, torch bar. So what I'm going to do is, here, we got to explore 90% of the rooms. There are, what is this, 8, 12... 16, 18 rooms, so I'm going to have to explore 16 of them. So we're going to have to do this loop-de-loop back here. Backtracking once in order to get 4 rooms is a no-brainer. I'll get the dogs right away. Surprised. Thankfully, this isn't the worst surprise. The leper stayed up front, and then this guy can't grape shot, but he can still do some attacks. And the leper even hit the dogs, which is awesome, because they have a high dodge, and the leper has a low accuracy, so you can't take it for granted that it's actually going to land. Now, I can go for a breakthrough. What's that damage? 4 to 6. Decent chance of killing these 2 guys. Alright, we're going to go for it. Well, they all dodge. So that sucks, because now I got a debuff on damage, and I didn't even kill them. And then it crit. So, not the greatest of starts. But that was, you know, not my fault. The thing is that I'm actually going to... it's not worth healing. I'd rather just get this guy in position to do some yopping. And I'm going to duelist advance, try to kill off this dog here, so that I can grape shot from this point forward. Okay, so we ended up in the correct place. Took a crit. Leper's going to start bleeding. Should I do that? No, that makes no sense. Let's just Judgment Day that dog. The dodge. Now that she took some damage and is bleeding, it might be worth it to actually do a heal if I get the chance. Leper is taking 3 damage per round for 3 rounds. I could use this bandage, but he's fine. Yeah, let's just heal up. Actually, let's stun that dog. Shoot it with Grape Shot. Grape Shot might not kill it, and then we can get some more healing going here. Now we'll do stress relief because the priest is going to have a chance to pop a heal. Heal, heal, heal. Only 2, not 3, but that's fine. And let's see if that kills the dog. It misses. Okay, so good faith effort. We can stun the dog again. 45% stun resist. Still got a decent chance of stunning it. Very decent. I mean, 135% chance is pretty good. Ah, unfortunately now... Am I going to keep dicking around with this dog? Yeah, because the Barbarian's the first to go here, so the Leper and the Vestal still have a turn. So I feel like it was worth it. Luckily, the Bandit went last, or at least after the Vestal, but before the Leper, so no stress relief on the Leper. Oh, there is going to be, because the dog didn't die. So now the question is, do I just kill the dog, or go for the stress? This is guaranteed stress relief. The dog I might miss, but I didn't miss, so good. Okay. Not the worst fight. 600 gold is worth it. Didn't take too much damage. Didn't take that much stress, even considering the enemy crit me. So we're looking good here. Ah, he even gets some scouting. So, ooh, ouch. Ouch, Jesus. Holy ballsack Christ. There are 3 barriers up in here. I could just suck it up and use 3 shovels. I do have 4 of these things. There's no barrier down here at least, but there could be a barrier. I mean, there's lots of room for barriers here. I could do backtracking this way just to avoid this one barrier. The problem is I might run out of food then, because that's going to be basically an extra 1, 2... Well, it's 1, 2, 3 pathways versus 1, so it's an extra 2 pathways. Would I run out of food? I might not be able to feast. Aha, okay, we'll try it that way. I really don't want to, use up 3 shovels here. Now, which way is the best way to go? Yeah, I think this actually is the best way, because what I can do this way is get through this barrier, grab some loot off this body. Painting is good. Always hoping to get some paintings. We're going to come up to this room, pop in to grab that curio, go backwards, and then come back around. And then maybe I will just eat instead of feasting, and then that will make up for the extra, 2 rooms that I walked. Oh, we get to even use the holy water 2 in a row. Woo! Early riser. Okay. Is that even worth it? I don't even think that's worth it. Because all those things give you is like a positive quirk or remove a negative quirk. I don't know if they can remove negative quirks, but quirks don't matter that much, and the holy water isn't free. Maybe I should just stop bringing holy water into the wield. Ah, it's the ectoplasms. Well, these are easy unless I decide to spawn a friend. And in that case, they suck terribly. So let's finish off one of them, stun this one. It's actually nice. If the grave shot doesn't get a kill, we should be able to get some stress relief. Or no, some healing from my Vestal here. And I think I'm just going to go for a big heal on the Leper. Seems fine. So this guy went first in the round. So I could let the... whatever, we're just going to kill it. I was thinking of letting the Leper get a turn to do some stress relief, but it's not worth it. Okay. Let's open up the chest. It's unlocked. Okay. It's trapped. Well, no treasure. It's fine. This is a long mission. I'm pretty confident that we're going to be throwing stuff away to make room for treasure at some point. Ah. So, I could go down to a single shovel and get some treasure from this burial site. The upshot is getting some treasure. The downside is having to take a bunch of stress to clear out a barrier. It's just not worth it. I'd rather just pass on whatever treasure was in there and save my shovel. Okay. Let's just do this right now. Oh, it's a torch. Maybe some treasure? Nope, just a torch. So just grab that torch, pop back into the room, and it's time to camp. So I'm not going to feast just for the stress relief here because, again, I'm going to be possibly using some extra food to go back around. Now, maybe I would have had enough food anyway. And then I'm, not relieving 39 stress from the party. Problem is I'm going to lose all that stress back, double if I end up having to starve. Let's think. I wish this is the kind of thing I wish I knew. Like, we have to go another, lot of ways, 3 of which are backtracking, which appear to cause more food to be eaten. If I go down from 24 minus 8, if I go down to 16 food, it's 4 meals. 4 meals really not enough to cover this. I mean, this is a lot of walking. It's going to be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 4 times in 15, so I'd be like eating once per 4 rooms. You know what? It's not worth the risk. Let's just do that. Okay, so the leper will get to relieve some stress with some reflection. The barbarian definitely needs to sharpen her spear. Definitely need to clean guns. And now what do we have? 4? Well, I think the most sensible thing is just to do some stress relief. So we're going to encourage him because he has the most stress. Oh, bless. I almost forgot. Definitely want bless on my leper because accuracy on the leper is a good thing. Okay. Well, let's do what we always do and hope for no ambush. No ambush, no ambush, no ambush. Yay! And yeah, I am going to go ahead and actually just save my last shovel and not walk that way. So we're going to... Oh, God, this is so tempting. I mean, I could just use the shovel on this. And then I have 1 shovel. No. If I end the mission with 1 shovel, then so be it. I missed out on some treasure. But I don't even know if it was going to be good treasure. I mean, the tombstones, the graves, often do have good treasure, but sometimes they don't. So I don't know what it would have been. And I might not have had room for all the treasure anyway, because this is a long mission. We're going to be getting lots and lots of money, or we should be, barring bad luck. And I'm willing to lose whatever I lost by not taking that grave in exchange for the extra security of that extra shovel to cover another, you know, how many have I not walked yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For another 10 pathways. Now, I do have a little bit of flexibility because if I had used a shovel there, maybe I should have thought of this. If I had used a shovel there, I wouldn't have had to go all the way up to here. I mean, if there had been a barrier in one of these 2 places, I could have doubled back and gone to one of these. Well, what's done is done. So I've been told this trap stat helps determine your odds of successfully removing a trap. Looks like either the Hellion or the Highwayman are equally skilled at that art. We'll go for the Hellion because she has she has more stress. So if she's going to end up having to... Well, nothing's changed. So same logic, I should ignore that grave. So if she's going to have to get stress relief anyway, might as well have her be the one to eat the trap. Okay, more scouting. Reveals nothing. Absolutely nothing in this hallway whatsoever. Alright, we gotta eat some more food. Unfortunately, no one's damaged, so don't get any benefit from it. Let's pop this torch just to save that inventory space right now. We're gonna lose that light level anyway. Ah, another body. Could be stressed out if I investigate this thing. And it's a long mission, so I'm gonna get treasure anyway, so I'm just gonna let it alone. Great, now there's more my speed. Crests and a bit of money. Okay, no scouting, so we're going in blind now. Yep. Dodge the trap. See, I don't know what the trap stat is. I think everybody has an equal chance of disarming traps. I think trap stat is your odds of dodging a trap if you run into it blind. Slow reflexes. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You really shouldn't go to those webs because slow reflexes, I mean, 1 speed's not the end of the world, but over the lifetime of your character, that 1 speed probably will result in a couple of cases of, you know, going after a monster instead of before. So I'm gonna have to pay money to cure that now. You really shouldn't open up those spiders if you don't have the bandages for protection. Okay, they're surprised, which is nice. No stress relief needed. Let's just try to heal these guys. Ah, not quite a high enough damage roll, sadly. Grape shot, maybe finish him off. Okay, good. And there's really no reason to dick around except to let the leper go again, but he's only got 2 stress, so let's try to kill this lady. I would have used Dazzling Light to try to finish her off, but again, there's that possibly, I am assuming, a bug that makes Dazzling Light not actually raise the light level if it kills the monster, so I just use Judgment instead. In a previous video, I actually forgot to use one of these fountains after clearing out this room. That was very silly of me. Another surprise, so that should make this easier. I'm going to actually Judgment Day on this Acolyte so that Grape Shot will hopefully kill her. I'm more concerned about taking stress than I am about taking damage. Could I do a breakthrough? Nah, not likely to kill anything. Let's just stun those guys. That'll stop a lot of the damage. And then go for a Grape Shot to finish off this Acolyte. She dodges it. That's unfortunate. So she's moved up to the second position. Maybe she won't choose to do stressful incantations. Aha, she chooses to go for the pull. I wouldn't mind resisting it, because I don't want to pistol blast this guy. It's kind of a waste. I'm going to break through. My hope with the breakthrough is I kill this thing, so that the pistol blast isn't totally wasted. No, it's still mostly wasted, but that's alright. Well, look at that. It didn't even matter. So I am going to try to Judgment Day this one so that she doesn't get to do any more stressful incantations. And hopefully the chop will kill her. Oh, off by 1. And it is a stressful incantation, so it's less light level and more stress. Unfortunate. Okay. Pretty big haul there. Even found a bandage, so I could actually go backwards and... No, that's dumb. Terribly dumb to do that. So what we could do here is drink from this fountain. I forget what the hell. All these fountains confuse me. Some of them give you a buff, and some of them stress relief. The barbarian, you know, a buff on her wouldn't be the worst thing, so I'll just drink. I think that's the stress relief. Maybe they do either. Maybe it's a random effect. I should look it up in the wiki and remember for sure. So anyway, the stress relief there was great. That barbarian sure was piling it on. Everybody's right around 20 or so. No, this guy's actually at nothing. So the leper might be able to relieve his own stress if we have a chance to dick around in some fights. This fight's actually not a bad candidate for that, because these guys are very, very weak. So doing a little bit of dicking around to get the leper's stress down wouldn't be the worst thing. So we'll just, maybe not dick around and prolong the fight, but just let the leper take his turns doing stress relief and try to kill him with the other people. Okay, so we got one bit of stress relief. That's fine. Ooh, 1,500 gold. That is an amazing reward for a very easy fight. And look, the inventory is full. So you have to give some serious consideration to using your second firewood here. Not because you care about buffs. Basically, the buffs from camping last until the next time you camp or until the mission ends. So it's not going to give me anything to use the firewood. I'm just going to reapply all the same buffs. But it will do a little bit of stress relief, like I can, you know, heal up some people's stress a tad. And it mainly just clears out a space in my inventory. Clears out one space for the wood itself and then another space for the 4 food I'm going to eat. However, I'm going to go one more room because I scouted it out and I know that it is not a fight. So if I didn't know that I was going to have not a fight there... Okay, here's what we're going to do. Then I probably would have camped earlier. Okay, so we're going to camp now. Eat just... Hang on, nobody needs health, so there's really no point eating 4 food. I might as well just eat 2. I don't think feasting is wise. If I feast... Oh, that's kind of weird. I didn't know you could scout like that. I could actually end up in trouble. Well, would I really have to eat 2 more times going 4 rooms? That doesn't make any sense. No, I'm gonna have some time to use skills to reduce stress. Yeah, that's dumb. Let's just keep it safe. We're gonna eat the half ration. Okay, we're gonna still clean your guns. We're gonna still sharpen your spear. We're gonna still reflect to get rid of all your stress. We're gonna still bless your ass so you don't miss so damn much. And then let's get the hellion stress down with the remainder of it. Now it's time to pray. That's not a skill, that's just what I do to hope we don't get a nighttime ambush. Now there's 2 extra spaces in my inventory. I've scouted ahead. I've seen that there aren't any barriers in the next 2 rooms. I got 2 shovels. Fuck, we have a nighttime ambush. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna dig up that grave. I just wanted to camp first so that there was extra room. That was the absolute worst thing that could have possibly happened. When the Vestal and the Leper switch places, there is nothing worse. Please don't get stunned. Oh, thank God. So we're gonna get tons of stress. It's gonna be a long battle because they're gonna stun us when they hit us, and because the Vestal and the Leper don't do anything. This is just the worst thing. Oh my God. Well, there's some stress relief for the team, hopefully. Good. 15 stress relief is good. Dodge? Nope. Oh, stun. God. She didn't even get to move because of the... Hilarious. Okay, how much damage does breakthrough deal? I find that you have to sometimes open the menu and go back to see it. 4 to 6, worth it. If I get a chance to kill 2 of these things, I'm gonna do it. Their stun resist is too high, that's why I'm not yapping. Okay, kill 2 of them, it's what I needed. So he's stunned, she can't attack. That means this thing's gonna get to go again. So much stress. That was just the worst thing. Well, luckily we got 2 crits. Thank you, Sharpened Spear, so that mitigated some of it. Honestly, we're not doing too bad. It's really just the Vestal who got owned. Yeah, considering how horribly unlucky that was, that really could have been a lot worse. So we're going to go back. I'm going to dig up this grave with one of my shovels. 4 papers and a thing. Definitely worth it for those papers. Now let's go have a fight. Oh, no more of those damn maggots. The dogs, you know, the dogs are probably worse, but I'll still take the dogs over the damn maggots. Okay. Let's just keep it simple here. And hopefully I don't miss. Good. Hopefully she doesn't use a stressful incantation. Okay. We all knew that was coming. Yes, ma'am. Gonna heal the team because I could use a bit of topping off there. And let's stun her. This might give the healer another go at it. No, I'm not going to dick around too much. Let's just get the kill. Okay. So, keep on trucking. Crates. I like crates. Nothing bad ever happens with crates. Paintings. I like paintings. Alright, so one question is, how greedy am I? Do I go this way just to pick up these 2 curios? I'm starting to run a little bit low on space, but I can throw out a bandage. I don't really care about bandages too much. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. Let's just take a trip out here. See what we got. Oh, we can use a bandage up. Perfect. So that saves some more space in my inventory. Get some money. And sure, let's go the rest of the way. It means I'm actually backtracking when I otherwise wouldn't have had to, but it was worth it to get some extra treasure. And I did, it seems, buy maybe 2 too many torches. Of course, having more torches gives you some flexibility. If you go low on the torches, then you pretty much have to use your firewood at certain times to maximize your light. If you have some extra torches, you have a bit more flexibility in that regard. Alright, she's 2 for 2 disarming traps. Go you, Barb Girl. 100 gold, nothing great. This actually is a bit of a low treasure run compared to what I usually would expect. Okay, well, there's a fight in all the rooms, but there's an extra curio if I go this way. So I'm actually going to backtrack again because I've got enough light and I've got enough food that it's not a problem. Ah, I even get to use my key. How fortunate. Ooh, very nice. So we have 3 full meals now, thanks to that extra jot of food. Let's pop a torch to make it shadowy rather than dark. And let's see what we got here. Ah, so I just used up my key, so I'm not going to get to use it on this, but hopefully it'll just have treasure instead of being annoying, like it sometimes is. Grape Shot could kill off the Brawler, and it does, just on the nose. Perfect. Escape Cloud is great. Like I said, the reason the Escape Cloud is so good is that it only does 1 damage per round, whereas the Rain of Blight deals 2 damage per round. That was a pretty nasty crit. I'm going to try to stun this thing so that doesn't happen again. And we now need to get some serious healing going here. I think I'm actually going to use the targeted heal rather than the group heal, because she's okay, but this Hellion is taking a beating. Okay, now it's just Escape Clouds are us. Please resist. Thank you. Didn't want that to pile up anymore. Alright. Let's get a crit. Thank you kindly. One way I could see nerfing Sharpened Spear is so that it only raises your crits for your like actual melee attacks. Yop, I mean, you're just, I guess it's technically melee. They'd have to add like a new category. But when you're yelling at somebody, I don't see why that would, you know, raise your crit chance. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do some stress relief there. And should I dick around some more? No, I don't think I could really do much without incurring a penalty. Okay, so we scouted all the rooms. Let's see what's in the chest. Some more. I actually had room for it. Excellent. And you know, let's at least pick up this curio, and then we'll just, you know, on a whim decide if I want to fight in that last battle. Because when you get one of these red symbols, that means it's a bunch of monsters with no curio behind them. So if the monsters don't drop treasure, you're just fighting for nothing. Ah, another one of these guys. Ow, what the hell? Balls. Okay, luckily I resist the disease. Well, I probably would say that if you're playing by yourself, you should just end the mission now, but because it's, you know, for a video, we're going to go in and fight this. And I did end up with an extra shovel, so I could have robbed an extra grave, but I might not have had room for the treasure inside. Okay, we got a pretty easy fight, unless they drop that giant thing, which they sometimes do at random. Oh wow, that by itself made it worth it to come in here. Leper doesn't actually have bonus crit, so that was just good times. Okay, let's see if I can get her in kill in one go. Not quite. All right, don't miss. This actually is a little bit more accurate, so let's do that to get the kill. No treasure, just a fight, but I got 15 stress relief for the team, so that's good. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and or subscribe if you did. It's actually pretty low treasure for a long mission. Didn't even make it up to 8,000 gold. Should have robbed another one of those graves, I guess. But then again, if there were like 3 frickin' barriers right in the first, you know, area. So if that had kept up, if there had been that many more barriers elsewhere, I would have been in some serious trouble. Ooh, we got a couple more veterans. Only meditate. Ooh, that's very nice. 15% damage is a big deal, and this is, oh my god, that is amazing. An extra crit chance on all of her attacks. That doesn't matter. Okay, that was a really good set of quirks. One thing I don't know is what happens when you actually, like, max out your quirks, because in my other game, like, it goes all the way down. I don't even know if you get more quirks. There's no scroll bar or anything here. I hope that they don't limit how many quirks you can have. This guy's got some good quirks. The early riser that I got for using a holy water on a spiderweb is actually not that great, but these are all... That's a fantastic leper. I'm a big fan of that guy. He's the #1 fan. Okay, so it's time to do town stuff. Alright, first stop, blacksmith. We got 31 papers. I just gotta get this armor up to speed. And yes, I am gonna spend the rest of my papers on the furnace here. Yep. That's just how I like to play. I like to save money there with the furnace. So we're gonna just go ahead and upgrade everyone's armor, because it is time for another veteran mission. Leper, well-deserved upgrade to his gear. Hellion joins the top ranks. I really wish you could move people around when you were in the building. This guy gets some armor. She gets a weapon and armor. And I think that's all we can do for now. Yep, that's all we can do. Okay, so that's done. Let's go to the guild. What's happening over here? I really should try to get some paintings to get this, because right now I'm under-skilled. Nomad Wagon has got these... Oh, permanent damage reduction for extra crits, not worth it. And then this is a good one, but not worth 10,000. Which I don't have anyways. Should I send Medley to stress relief? Nah. So, my leper, unfortunately, isn't a veteran. Because the reason for this is just that it took me a long time to find lepers. But when I do apprentice missions, I'm definitely going to bring this guy along, if I can. Because I want to start doing veteran stuff with my leper. If I were playing by myself, I'd probably actually level him up. As it is, though, for the sake of the video and keeping things more interesting, we're going to start playing with this veteran team as much as we can. Got a spare Vestal and 3 tanks, so we can, if a tank needs to be distressed, one of the others can step in. And that looks good. So, next, I don't need to stress relieve anybody. She's at 28. Yeah, that's fine. See if we can do something with the sanitarium. We actually can. In fact, I'm going to. So now it's super cheap to get rid of negative stuff. In fact, I think since I'm going on a veteran mission, let's go ahead and get rid of these slow reflexes, so that he's not going later in the order than he should. How much... Oops, wrong place. How much... Is it 24 busts? Okay, so that'll take a bit of time. Let's take a sneak peek then. Oh, what that? Is it this? This is a dumb thing, isn't it? It's terrible. Okay. We're going to take a sneak peek at the missions, see what we're doing next. So, can't go to the Warrens for paintings. I obviously don't have a champion team. My veteran options are here with the altars, or here with killing a hag. So killing a hag, it's a bit scary because she's a tough boss. But on the other hand, I do have 2 veteran Hellions, so I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. Because I want more papers. I'm back down to 0, which is sad and scary. Especially considering how many papers I need. 26 just to catch up on armor. Yeah, that's a lot. So it's like at least 4 missions into the Weald. So that's our next mission. It shouldn't be that long because my style of play, I prefer to just hightail it to the boss because I want to be as fresh as a daisy as I possibly can when fighting her, just to minimize the risk. Technically, it's probably not optimal, but I figure whatever treasure I miss out on, I can just go on another mission and, you know, make it up in the end. Okay, so that's the plan. Get a bunch of gold and 6 papers and kill off the hag. I don't like these missions. This is okay because you start with 3 things in your inventory, and as you find altars, you use them up. And the space is relieved, but I really hate the missions where you have to pick things up because it takes up 3 spaces in your inventory, so you get a lot less treasure there. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with the next run where we take down Hag Part 2. See you guys soon.